Hi everyone, welcome back to Amaze Math, and I hope you're enjoying yourself. So today's topic will be expanding brackets, and make sure to watch till the end. Remember to subscribe and do all those good stuff. Like, comment, and suggest any other topic you want to see. And without wasting time, let's get it. Let's go. So in math, when you see a bracket, it basically means the number outside the bracket and inside the bracket will be multiplied. So bracket is the same as multiply. So what we do here, so we have two terms inside the bracket. This is the first term and the second term. So each term would be multiplied by the number outside the bracket. So we start with that one and then we do that in order. So start with 5 times x equals to 5x. And then at the same time we do 5 times 3. 5 times 3 equals to 15. So what's the sign in between? So now you can combine these two terms. So the answer would be 5x minus 15 because it's a minus in between. Okay, the next question. So 9 times 12. 9 times 12 would be 108. And then we do the same thing. 9 times y would be 9y. So in order we got 108, so the answer will be 108 minus, because it's a minus here, minus 9y. Okay, number 3, we do x squared times x. So when you multiply, I have a video on indices, so when the base is the same, you just add the powers. So here the power is 1, 2 plus 1 would be x power 3. And then we now do x squared times 7p. X squared times 7p. So you start with the number 7 and then you put px squared, or you can even write it as 7x squared p. It's the same thing. Now we put them together. So we started with this one, we got x cubed, and then the sign is minus 7x squared p. Okay, number 4. By the way, you can pause the video and try it by yourself. And today it's a bit noisy because it's raining. So guys, take care and be safe and drink some hot coffee and be warm at all times. So we do x times 2y squared. That would be 2xy squared. Okay, then you do x times x power 4. Since it's the same base, so we just add the powers. Here it's power 1, so 1 plus 4 would be 5, so x power 5. Now the next one, we have 2x times 3t. So 2 times 3 is 6, and then you can put tx. And then you do 2x times x squared. 2x times x squared. So you start with the number 2 times 1 is 2. Now because they're the same base, x and x, this one is power 1, you just add 1 and 2 to give you 3. So the answer would be 6tx. The sign in between would be minus 2x cubed. So now it's the same concept if we add another pair, another bracket here. So basically you're just doing 2 times 4 times 2m is 8m. Then you put a plus. 4 times 3 is 12. So you're done with that part. Then you do this one. So you have a minus. 5 times m is 5m. So here when you have another bracket, be careful and be mindful of this sign. This sign will affect that. So minus 5. So I'll just do it on the side. We have minus 5 times minus 2. Minus and minus gives us positive. So here minus and minus becomes plus 10. Now we can put the like terms together. So we have 8m, and then you take the sign before the number, minus 5m, and then you have plus 12 plus 10. 8m minus 5m is 3m. 12 plus 10 is 22. 22, and that's your answer. Okay, number 7, we do x times 3 is 3x, and then x times 5x would be 5x square x power 1 plus this one. 1 plus 1 is 2, and you put a minus in between. Now here you notice there's no number in front of the bracket, so when there's no number, put 1 for yourself. It's always 1. So now you do 1 times 2y, so it's a minus. 1 times 2y will be 2y, and then now we do negative 1 times, so negative 1 times negative x, minus and minus becomes plus, and then you put x. So like terms together, we have 3x and 9x, so 3x plus 9x, then we have minus 5x squared minus 2y, and that would ultimately give us 3x plus 9x is 12x. These two are not similar, so we just put them here, 5x squared minus 2y, and that's your answer, number 8. I hope you're now getting the gist of how we are doing the expansion. So 5 times x will be 5x. 5 times 3 is minus 15 because it's a minus, plus 2 times 6 is 12x, plus and plus is plus, so 2 times 1 is 2. Like terms together, we have 5x and 12x, and then you have minus 15 plus 2. Now that would give us 5x plus 2x is 17x, and then negative 15 plus 2, that would be negative 13. To understand the negative numbers, this one you can assume your negative 15 is somewhere inside the pool, like in the deep end, and then you start swimming upwards, 2 steps upwards. So negative 15, negative 14, negative 13, you'll be at negative 13. Another way you can look at it is negative is the same as having like a debt. So you owe someone some money. So let's say you owe someone 15, let's say 15 pounds or 15 Kenyan shillings or $15, and then you pay them $2. So how much do you have at the end of the day? You still have a debt, but now your debt has gone down to 13, so the debt is negative. Okay, number 9, 4x squared times 3x. So 4x squared times 3x equals to 4 times 3. You start with the numbers. 4 times 3 is 12. X power 2 and times x power 1 is x power 3. And then we have 4x squared times 5. So the numbers 4 times 5 is 20x squared. So the answer would be 12x cube plus 20x squared. So these two, you can't add them, 12x power 3 and 20x power 2, because the powers are different. You only add them when they have the same letter and they have the same power. Okay, number 10. So 3 times m, 3m, and then you do 3 times 4 is 12. Then 2 times 4m is 8m minus 2 times negative 1. Negative 2 times negative 1 is positive. So negative and negative becomes positive. 2 times 1 is 2. Like terms together, we have 3m. Remember to take the sign before the number, minus 8m plus 12 plus 2. So once again, 3, and then 3 negative 8 will be negative 5m. So you're in the pool, negative 8, and then you go up 3 steps, will be at negative 5m. Or you owe someone $8, 8 shillings or 8 pounds, and you pay 3 pounds. So at the end of the day, you still owe them $5, 5 Kenyan shilling or 5 pounds. Now 12 plus 2 is plus 14. Okay, so we are on the last few questions, and remember, you can pause actually and try to do them by yourself. Then pause it, do it, and then once you're done, now you can go back to the video and see whether you got it right. And I know you'll get it right because you're a champion. Woohoo! Anyway, let's continue. So 5 times p squared would be 5p squared. 5 times 3 would be 15. Minus 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, so we have done 2 and 1 to give us negative 2. And then negative 2. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4p squared. Like terms, we have 5p squared plus 4p squared plus 15 minus 2. Remember that rule? Take the sign before the number. That's the only way you'll get these kind of questions right. So 5p squared plus 4p squared is 9p squared. 15 minus 2 is positive 13. Okay, so 3x squared times 2x power 3. So we do 3 times 3 is 6. And then 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3 is what? 5. If you want to understand this one, actually let me expound more on this one over here. So we have 3x squared times 2x 3 power 3. So if you are to expand this question, this one is the same as 3 times x times x. And this one is the same as 2 times x. How many x's? 3. So 3x squared and 2x power 3. So 3 times 2 is 6. And then how many x's do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's why we are adding the powers. But you can check the video on indices. I've explained more. Now we do 3x squared times 3. That will be plus 9x squared minus x squared times 3x power 3 would be 3, because it's 1 times 3 is 3, and then x power 5, because you're adding the powers. Sorry, not plus but minus. Okay, let's get rid of this. Okay, so negative and positive becomes a negative. So x squared times 5 will be 5x squared. Like terms, we have that one and that one. So 9x squared minus 5x squared. And then we have this and that plus 6x power 5 minus 3x power 5. So what do we get? 9 minus 5 is 4x squared. And then 6 minus 3 is positive 3x power 5. Now the last question. I know now you've gotten everything. You've understood everything. So 4 times 2x is 8c. So when you multiply, you start with the numbers and then you put the letters. So 4 times 3 is 12 minus, here there's no number. Remember we put a 1. 1 times 5 is 5c, and it's negative. Negative and negative becomes positive. 1 times 1 is 1. Like terms together, we have 8c minus 5c and plus 12 plus 1. This is 8c minus 5c is 3c plus 13. And that marks the end of our beautiful lesson today on expansion. The next video will be expansion on two brackets. So let's say like x plus 1, x minus 2. So we'll cover this in the next video. If you have enjoyed the video, if you've understood something, just show some support and like the video, comment and share with other people. If you're a returning subscriber or returning viewer, thank you so much for always being there to watch this video. So I appreciate each and every single one of you. May you do well in school. If you're in school, if you're looking at the video so you can help out your siblings, or you can help out with other children, may you have even more knowledge and more wisdom. So thank you so much for watching. Be blessed and remember to take care of yourself and be warm during this rainy season. Bye bye. See you in the next video. Bye bye.